Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new, my name's Bri, and if you're not, welcome back. I feel like it's been a minute since I sat down and talked here with you guys. Excuse me if I look a little crusty. I've been ready since like 8 in the morning and it's about to be 8 at night. So these lights are also making me look extra shiny on my face. But I really wanted to film this video for you guys because a lot of you guys have been waiting for it and asking me, and I feel like it's been long awaited. It's about 2 weeks overdue, so I wanted to sit down and finally film. So this video is going to be all about my microblading experience. If you guys don't know or don't follow me on Instagram, I did post about a month ago that I got my eyebrows microbladed, and oh my god, I am so happy with it. It literally has changed my life, and I'm not exaggerating at all. So I wanted to share my experience with you guys from start to end because a lot of you guys have been asking, and when I was trying to look at videos of other people like microblading experience and like vlogs, I didn't find much. So I just wanted to make this video for you guys, and hopefully it helps you guys out. I am first going to be sharing my experience within the 2 weeks because if you guys aren't aware, it does take 2 weeks, complete 14 days for your microbladed brows to completely heal, which is why I did want to wait those 2 weeks and not film it right away, because I wanted to show you guys like the complete final result. You still have to go in for my touch-up, but this is pretty much my first session. Touch-ups are highly recommended, but some people don't go if they're really in love with their results. I think it's probably better to just go get it done. So these are my eyebrows. I have absolutely nothing on them right now. The only thing is I did carve them out with concealer, and then I put like eyebrow gel on them, and that's all. So the way I'm going to be filming this video is I'm going to be showing you guys like my transition from the very first day up until my healed results when I was finally able to wash them. I'll show you guys pictures, videos, and explain to you guys what I went through in those 2 weeks. And then I also asked you guys on Instagram if you guys had any questions. So the second part of the video will be me answering all of your questions. So if you're interested in seeing my microblading experience, just keep watching. Okay guys, so I am going to start from day 1. I originally was really interested in getting my eyebrows microbladed because I spend so much time filling in my eyebrows that I just wanted to save more time in the morning and sleep more, honestly, because my eyebrows are the first thing that I do when it comes to my makeup. So I would always like honestly spend so much time, and I just wanted to get up in the morning and have my brows already on. My eyebrows were already nice, thank god, you know, they were a good shape. I had hairs, like it's not like I didn't have any eyebrows. That was my main reason why I wanted to get them done, was just so I would not have to do them. And then I was getting my eyebrows threaded like every 2 weeks. So yeah, it's not expensive, it's 10 bucks, but that's honestly like $20 a month that I could be saving, and I don't have to buy eyebrow products anymore if they're already done. So I feel like pay a chunk of money now and then save for a longer time. I thought that it was worth it because in the end I'm going to be saving time and money. So I started doing my research, and I did find 2 girls closer to me that I was like, okay, like I really liked some of their work, but then other pictures I was just like, I wasn't really feeling it. And I feel like because it was on my face, I wanted to be 100% sure that I was going to love it. I wanted to make sure I did my research. I went to someone that I thought was going to do an absolutely good job, and I'm so glad that I went to this person. You guys have no idea how happy I am with my eyebrows. Like it's amazing. So I found this person. Her name is Christy. All her information will be linked down below. I'll pop it up on the screen and everything. So she is about an hour and 10 minutes away from me, which may sound far to you guys, but honestly I would drive 2-3 hours to see her because she is that good. I basically just found her on Instagram. I was looking up hashtags, and because I'm a hairstylist, I kind of know like what people hashtag when you're trying to promote your work. So I was just looking at hashtags, finally came across her page, and I fell in love with her work. I reached out to her, and she did require, you know, a picture of my eyebrows, and that was that. I booked my appointment and I gave her my $50 deposit. I scheduled this appointment back in end of January or beginning of February, so it was a while ago, and she didn't have anything opened until April. But I was like, you know what, I completely understand, because me being a hairstylist, I book out anywhere from 2 to 4 months in advance, and to me that's a good sign. That means that they're booked, they're busy, they're doing something right. And she was constantly posting her work, so it's not like she just worked part-time. She was booked and busy, and I completely understood. So I was like, okay, let's book for April. And I was counting down the days, oh my god, and then COVID happened and my appointment got canceled. So my appointment in April got canceled. Everything shut down like around March, so April was canceled. We rescheduled it to May, but things were still closed, so I had to wait. She just posted on her Instagram that she was gonna reach out to everyone like one by one. She wasn't gonna reschedule anyone just because things were so like uncertain. We had no idea when things were gonna open back up, so it was like pointless to keep scheduling and then having to cancel. So once my appointment in May got canceled, I just, you know, I was just praying for things to open back up soon, so I could get my eyebrows microbladed. Finally, she texted me in July. She had been open for a while, but she had posted that, you know, to just be patient, she would reach out to you, and finally she reached out to me. And it's crazy because I really don't have like much time during the week for these type of appointments, also because the process takes about 2 to 3 hours, plus I lived over an hour away, and the only days during the week that I'm available is Monday. Sunday I'm also available, but you know, most people don't work Sundays, so the only day that I have is Monday, so my schedule was tight. But luckily she had an opening the week. She texted me like the week before, and then she had an opening that following week, like a last minute opening, and I was able to work it out with my schedule. It was like an evening appointment around like 4:30, so I was able to work it out, and I am so glad I did, because I literally got my eyebrows microbladed on Thursday, and then they shut back down on Monday, like salons and like all that stuff. So thank God that I made that appointment work, because I've been waiting for this appointment for so long, and I had already given her my deposit months ago. Like as soon as I booked my deposit, as soon as I booked my appointment, I had sent her the deposit. So I was just waiting to go, and I was so ready. So finally that Thursday came, and I was so excited. I drove. She's like about an hour and 10 minutes away from me. Thank God I didn't catch any traffic or anything. Her place is super cute, super clean. So I had my appointment scheduled as a microbladed appointment. So she basically, you know, sits down, you sit down, you tell her, you talk about your eyebrows, and she does ask you to come like with your makeup on, like how you would normally do it. So this is pretty much how I showed up, but obviously my eyebrows filled in. That way she could see, you know, obviously I like a full face of makeup. This is normally how I get ready when I do get ready. So she was able to see, and then I had been looking, so she does microblading, combo brows, and ombre. So I definitely knew I did not want ombre, because that's another reason why I wanted to get my eyebrows filled in, aside from like saving all that time and not having to go get them threaded, since I was already going to have the shape. Another reason was because I wanted more of a natural look, just because when I started filling in my eyebrows, like the ombre brows were in, and like the darker, bolder brows, but I feel like with time I've been liking more of a natural brow, and a natural brow is a lot more popular than like the bold, filled in, carved out brows. and I feel like sometimes I would overdo them. Like some days they would come out good, but then other days, you know, I would be more heavy-handed, and I just wanted a more softer, natural look. But obviously I still wanted them to look good with the full face of makeup that I do. So I knew I didn't want ombre just because when I wasn't wearing makeup, it was gonna look really weird, and that was the look I wasn't going for. That was the look that I wanted to get away from. So I was between microblading and combo, but because of the way I do my makeup, she did think that combo would be best for me. So we did combo on my brows, and from my understanding, combo brows, she does natural hair strokes, microbladed hair strokes in the front, but then when she comes like towards the tail and the ends, she shades them in more, kind of like an ombre. So it's kind of like microbladed slash ombre, but not as intense. It's like a little bit more than microblading, but not as intense as ombre. So I did go ahead and do the combo brows. It took about 2 hours, I want to say. It honestly didn't take that long, and she puts numbing cream on so you don't feel a thing. She puts numbing cream on, lets it sit for a little bit, has you fill out paperwork. She, you know, goes over everything, and it's pretty much, if you ever gotten eyelash extensions, that's pretty much, you know, how you get it done. She has you lay back, and it was very relaxing. I caught myself falling asleep a bunch of times because I was so relaxed. So as I was saying, my camera overheated, so I had to take a break. But as I was saying, the process is pretty much how it is when you get your eyelash extensions. They lay you down. It's very relaxing. It took about 2 to 3 hours. It took about 2 hours, I think, or maybe even less. I honestly don't know. So I'm gonna be sharing with you guys like over the 2 weeks. In case you guys didn't know, it does take 2 weeks, 14 days for your eyebrows to completely heal. In those 2 weeks, you cannot put any product on. You cannot touch your eyebrows. You cannot wet your eyebrows. That is like the biggest thing. She does give you ointment to put on, so you have to dab it on like twice a day for your eyebrows to heal nicely. So I'm gonna be inserting, I'll probably insert a clip of how my eyebrows were before. Don't judge them, because I did stop like plucking them out as soon as I booked my appointment, just so she could see my shape. And then I'm going to be inserting videos of how they were as soon as I got them done. You guys, when I tell you, she handed me the mirror and I was shook. Like, I usually don't get that excited about things. I'm more of a calm like person, and I don't really like show emotion, but when she showed me that, oh my god, I could not. I literally like I couldn't believe it. Like, I trusted her. I knew that they were gonna come out good, but to see them on my face, like, I could not believe it. And I still look at them and I can't believe, like, these are my eyebrows. You know, I can touch them, I can wet them. Like, they look so good with or without makeup. Like, that's why I love them. Like, right now they look they might look, you know, they might look different than when I'm not wearing makeup because I carved them out, but that's literally all I have to do. Like, I don't have to make them look darker. Even when I've worn darker eyeshadow, I don't have to make them look darker. They just go, like, they look natural, but they're there. And when I don't wear makeup, obviously I don't carve them out, and they still look natural. Like, the color is spot on. They're so perfect. So let me go through the videos. I'm gonna insert all the little videos of immediately how they were. So I got my eyebrows microbladed on July 9th, month and a day ago. So they've been healed for 2 weeks now. So this is going to be the next day. This is July 10th. She did tell me to expect them to get a lot darker. She told me, calm down, it's part of the process. she said they were gonna get super dark, and then I think she said like about 40% of it was going to all fade, or more than that. I can't remember exactly how much she said, but yeah, they did get dark. But because I'm used to like a full face and filling them in, it wasn't nothing scary. Like, I didn't wake up in the morning. They did look more intense for sure when I woke up in the morning. Obviously I'm not wearing makeup, but then once I got ready, did my makeup, they looked absolutely normal. Like, the next day was my dad's birthday and I was around my family, and literally no one could tell. Like, they didn't look, you know, boom, like, oh my god, your eyebrows are black. No, like, they were still brown. They were just a little bit more intense than the day before. I'll go ahead and insert like the actual pictures of that she took when she did them. Then so basically because I didn't notice, they stayed from July 10th to July 18th when I took the next video. They were literally the same. Like, they didn't look any different. I was not working out to not sweat, so I was not getting them wet in the shower. Obviously, I'm sure, you know, some water got on them, but I was trying to be as careful as possible. So if you are planning to get your eyebrows microbladed, don't plan it around a time that you're gonna go on vacation, or you know you're gonna go to the beach or the lake. You do not want to get them wet at all. You do not want to get them wet. So from July 10th to July 18th, pretty much the first week, they were the same. I was applying my ointment twice a day. I wasn't touching them. I wasn't even combing them, like my brow hairs. I would apply the ointment with a little Q-tip and I would literally just dab. And not one day would I say that they bugged me between then. Then July 18th came along, and I'll insert the clip of how they looked. So in this video, you can tell that they look a little patchy. They're starting to scab. So that's what happens when they heal. They start to scab. She told me not to worry about it. She warned me like the day of my appointment. She was like, they're gonna look weird. Don't worry about it. It's part of the process. Once they heal, once the scab falls off, and you cannot pick the scabs. Do not pick the scabs, guys. I know like some parts were irritating me, and then I don't know if you can see in the videos, but because of the scabs, like, it looked really patchy. So I was like, some parts look darker, some parts look lighter, and I was kind of freaking out at first. I was just like, oh my god, like, did I wet them maybe? And like some parts didn't take as much. Like, I was worried because obviously it's a lot of money and you want to take care of them. So I was very worried, but I remember her warning me about it. She told me it's part of the process. She told me to relax and calm down. So I was like, okay, let me just write it out. I'm almost there. I'm so close to like being able to wash my face. It was so hard to like not wash my face and not work out. So then July 19th, the next day came along, and that's when they started peeling even more. So they did look a little bit weird this day. If you like don't stare at them, you aren't gonna be able to tell. Like, you can still go out, you're fine. July 21st came there. More of the scabs starting to come off. At this point, they were like pretty much already healed, but I still couldn't wet them, so I couldn't like rub them. And then finally I was able to on July 23rd. I was so happy, and that is my final result. I'll insert all the videos, but oh my god, like, I love them. Like, I love them. Like, I'll actually zoom in right now. Yeah, right now I have absolutely nothing on them, just carved out. So that's pretty much the process. I mean, there's nothing much to it. Like, I think the two most important things is to not to wet them, and then just trust the process of when they start to scab. Like, don't freak out, don't pick at them, just let them be. That's gonna happen like I think the second week. The first week, you know, you're just gonna deal with them being a little darker, but they're gonna look bomb. And then the second week is when they're gonna start to like kind of scab and peel. At least that's what happened to me. But now let's get into the questions. So you guys asked me a lot of questions. A lot of them are repetitive and the same, so I'm just gonna go ahead and get into it. Obviously, what the main question was, who did them? And if you guys don't follow me, I already did post this on Instagram. Like, always tag her. So if you guys don't follow me on Instagram, go ahead and follow me, because if you did follow me, then you would already know. So her name is Christy. She goes by Christy's Brow Blading. She is located in Folsom. I'm gonna leave her Instagram down below, pop up her name here on the screen. She is so nice, you guys. Like, she made me feel so comfortable the whole time, like, because, you know, I did tell her that I was nervous because obviously it's on my face. I was excited, but I was also like, oh my god, like, it's on my face, it's a needle going into my skin, it's pretty permanent. And the whole time as she was doing them, she was like, oh my god, like, they're gonna look bomb, like, they're gonna look so bomb. Like, she was just like hyping me up, and I was just like, okay, like, they're gonna look bomb. And they looked bomb. Like I said, I would drive way further than an hour and 10 minutes. I can't even, like, I can't rave enough about her. Like, she changed my life. So someone else asked, I want to do it so bad, but I'm scared. Were you scared they were gonna mess up? So like I said, obviously, like, you're nervous because it's on your face, but I feel like I did my research. I didn't just go to anyone, which is why I decided to drive a little. That's exactly why I was okay with driving further. I was like, honestly, like, if I find someone that's 2 hours away and I really want to do it, I'm gonna drive those 2 hours. In my eyes, I'd rather go to someone that I feel more comfortable with and I trust more than going to someone just because they're close or they're cheaper. It's honestly something that you really need to do your research about. Like with anything, I mean, it's a service that you're paying for. You want to be happy, especially with this because it's permanent. It's microbladed into your skin. Someone asked how long in between retouches. So she did recommend anywhere from 4 to 8 weeks, I believe. I have my eyebrow retouch scheduled for next month, like mid-September. I'm hoping I can go to it. Pray that things are open, that she's open back up by then, so I can go get my retouch done. And then after that, she said, like, you can go anywhere from like 1 to 3 years, and even then, like, they don't completely go away. It just keeps getting lighter and lighter. They said, is it worth the price? 110%. I save time in the morning. I don't have to worry about filling in my eyebrows. I no longer have to get them threaded because I already have the shape, like my perfect shape filled in, so all I have to do is pluck around. I save money on, now I save money getting them. I don't have to go every 2 weeks to get them threaded, and I save time not having to go getting them threaded. And now I also save time by not having to buy my Benefit brow pencil that I loved. So I 100% think it's worth it, and we'll get into the price. I think someone asked about pricing, so I'll get into it. Another question that a lot of people asked, which this question did not even cross my mind once for some reason, and I don't know why, because it's kind of like a tattoo, so I don't get why it didn't cross my mind. But someone said, or a lot of people said, does it hurt? And I don't know why, like, I didn't even think about that. Like, I never went in thinking that it might be painful or hurt for some reason. None of the videos that I watched about microblading, like, no one said that it was painful. No one mentioned it either, so I did not even think about it. Like, it didn't even cross my mind. But a lot of you guys asked me that question, and I was like, oh, like, that's a good question. But no, it didn't hurt at all. She numbs you, so she puts numbing cream on. You don't feel a thing. I could not feel, but I could hear, like, the little knife strokes, blading strokes. I don't know what they are, but I could not feel, but like I could hear it in my skin. I don't know, it's a weird feeling, but I didn't feel anything. Like, I could kind of hear it, like the noise of her scraping into my skin, like microblading in. But I didn't feel a thing. Someone asked, will they change to a lighter color? So from the very first day that I got it done, I do feel like they do look a little bit different. They have softened out, and obviously from the second day or like the first week, they've lightened a lot. But this shade is perfect. It's not too light and it's not too dark. Someone asked, how'd you feel throughout the experience? I felt very relaxed, very calm. Like I said, it's kind of like getting eyelash extensions. So she lays you down, you're relaxed, she has relaxing music on, and then I felt a little bit nervous, but because I mentioned to you guys, you know, she was assuring me the whole time, like as she was doing them, she was like, oh my god, like she would do a stroke and she'd be like, oh my god, like they're gonna look so good, like you're gonna love them. So her reassuring me honestly made me feel a lot better, and I was just like, oh my god, I can't wait to see them done. Yeah, a lot of you guys just asked where I got them done. Did it hurt? Where did he go? Where did he go? Who did it? How was your experience and where? She's located in Folsom. I don't know if I mentioned that anymore. So Folsom is like a little bit past Sacramento. Yeah, so all the questions are pretty much the same. How was my experience? Where did I go? Who did them? They look amazing. Is it painful? And then the question about pricing. So the reason that I didn't mention the price was because, as I mentioned before, I booked this appointment back in end of January, beginning of February. So her old price was still honored, which is honestly really nice of her, because she had upped her prices months ago, and then everything with like COVID happened. So I didn't want to come on here and tell you guys what I paid, because honestly it was just gonna be pointless. So I am on her website right now, which is located on her Instagram page, and so it says you do have to pay a non-refundable deposit. I paid $50. I don't know what it is now. So she increased her prices March 1st. So it says new customer. Microblading is $500. Ombre powder, $500. Micro shading, $550, which I believe micro shading is what I got. I want to say it's like micro shading / combo brows. Then it says existing brow tattoo, $100 more. So I guess if you have already been tattooed by someone, she charges you more for it. And then it says touch up cost. Oh, so for her existing clients, obviously she does touch up. So I believe in 4 to 8 weeks I'll be paying $100, and then 3 to 6 months after your last appointment you'll pay $175. A yearly touch-up is $250, and then if you go more than a year you will have to pay full price. So say I love my eyebrows in a year and I don't go back like in 2-3 years, then I guess she would consider me not a new client, but I would pretty much have to pay for the service all over again. So yeah, basically all her information is on her website. Like I said, her Instagram will be linked down below as well as on the screen. 110% recommend her. She was amazing from what she does to her customer service. She was great, and I'm so glad I went to her. I would pay her price now. I definitely think it's worth it. What she did was an art, and it's freaking life changing, you guys, especially if you may not have eyebrows or if you just don't know how to fill them in. I highly recommend it. Like for me, it was more of a I wanna save more time. I already had good eyebrows, so it was just something that I really wanted to do. But yeah, you guys go check her out, and if you guys do decide to get this, I hope you guys love it as much as I do. Okay, you guys, so that concludes today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe. Go ahead and follow me on Instagram. It's linked down below. I always try to answer as many questions as I can in the comments and respond back to you guys. So if I missed any questions, or if you guys have any questions and think of any other things you want to ask me, just go ahead and ask, and I'll try my best to answer them. Let me know if you guys have any other video ideas or suggestions. I would love to hear them. I will see you guys real soon.